Good evening, my YouTubian and TikTokian family. What I want to talk about this evening is before you deal with people, you must get to know their mentality. Get to know how their mind work, how they process information. A guy, Jamaican brother, married to a nurse. And when he married to the nurse realized that him stop working. And him a hang out at Shapeza. This up in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And him a hang out at Shapeza. Play domino whole day. And I go work. If his friend them asks him, why you run up and down and go work, man, and kill yourself, man? No nurse you married to. You no marry one nurse, sir? And they say, yes, a nurse he married. He said, then what you work for? Nurse no earn whole heap of money, man. What you work for? And he left his job. Come sit down. A short piece with him and play domino. And the wife put him out. And he come back and beg. And he say if he can get a job and we go back to work. And the nurse go get job for him at the hospital. He work in the housekeeping department. He'll clean up the place and such the like. And he go work 2 days. And when she realized he drive past, he hang out spot. And she see him. Right back there again, left his job again, right back there again and play domino. And when he asked why, he say his wife a nurse. And she had earned money, good money. So he must say, why my worker kill himself? And the wife put him out again. And about a month later, he come back, I beg. Take him back. And the wife said, no, don't want you back. The wife opened her car door and go in her car because he come to her house in the morning when she had go work. When she come outside, she can't see him lean up on her car. And when the nurse go in the car and start the car and get ready to drive off, she not see him. And she said, is that Wayne gone so quick? Where could he have gone so quickly? And she opened back the door and come out. Turn off the engine and come out. And when she looked, she see the man lie down, crossway, on the ground, at the front of the car. Him neck under one of the wheel, and in 2 foot down there so under the other wheel. Him prefer the woman run him over and kill him and go to prison than he make one little change to his life to accommodate her. Before you get involved with anybody in a friendly manner or in a romantic manner, you need to get to know their mentality. That's the main important thing. Everybody I try to find out if I'm a coxman. And I try to find out if he's handsome. No. It's the mentality you must look at. Is this man a follower or am a leader? I went and I studied to be a diesel mechanic because I got tired of it. I came to this country as a tailor. But after a while I went and I learned nursing. And I get tired of the nursing. And I decided to go and go study to be a diesel mechanic. Because in them the days you were getting up to $60 an hour. And learn, graduate, start work as a mechanic. But every week you have the Matco tool truck come to the garage. And you have the Snap-on tool truck come to the garage. And what I learned in school, if you have the right tool to do the job, 50% of the work is already finished. If you have the right tool. Because sometimes you have to pull some bolt, no papa, and the bolt they all the way around. So you have to push your hand around, so and bend your hand around, so and feel the bolt. Feel the bolt, and in your head you know what size bolt this to get the tool round there. You can't see, you can't see round there. So every week you have to buy a tool as a diesel mechanic. When you buy the tool. Sometimes the Matco truck or the Snap-on truck, they make you just take the tool and pay $50 per week until you pay off for the tool. And same way like you get the tool, is the same way the other mechanic who work alongside you. Thief the tool. Thief the tool. Sometimes they borrow the tool. And when you say to him, tell me something, man. Don't you see the Matco truck come here every week? Why don't you just buy the tool? Just buy the tool. Him said, no, but you already have the tool. Why should I go spend money to buy the tool and you already have the tool and you work right here, so? You see the mentality? And when you realize them borrow your tool and borrow your tool and borrow your tool, and when you realize when you go over the pawn shop, then go pawn your tool over there. And when you talk about it, they want to fight you, and then they say, tell me something, man. Tell me something. You go church. And then them that call to the rest of the mechanic, them and said, the man you a church man, you know. The man you got church. And the other one will say, no, I'm a pastor. My pastor. I'm a yam Bible. And you, the man, are going for a piece of tool. I say, how me a go on? Me just ask you for me tool. Me just ask you for me tool. I have to pay $50 every week for that piece of tool, and you already take it and have it already. I'm not to be finished pay for it yet. Give me tool. You the man a go along for a piece of tool. And if you don't be careful and fight you, stab you up, eventually you have to leave the garage. You have to leave the garage and go work among white men. Racist white men with different mentality, you know, and borrow your tool for you. Because them have for them believe in having for them tool too. But when you work among your own people, him not buy no tool because you already had the tool. And if you already have the tool, what him a buy a tool for? Me. What we talking about though? We're talking about understanding the mentality of people before you associate with them. Understand how they process information. Understand how they see things, how they look at things. We're living in Jamaica, West Indies. There was a radio that I need, we call it a shortwave radio. We always listen to Kito Ecuador. We Christian always listen to Kito Ecuador because preaching come out of Kito Ecuador all day. and all night. But you have to have a shortwave radio to get it. And I go to a radio shop at Crossroad. And I have to pay down on the radio. And every week when I get me pay, me stop by and make a payment. And after about 3 months, me finish pay for the radio. Bring the radio home. Me and one of my brothers live together. And the radio have some accessories to it. When you put in your ears and all different type of accessories. Come with a little pouch. And one day I take up the radio and I see the pouch and I ask him what happened. I see the pouch. He said, man, me care that the radio they got me workplace every day got flicking down in a sun heap, man. Fling it down in a sun heap. And I see you took my radio and go fling it down in a sun heap at daytime. The whole day I play him say. You don't ask me. And you lost me expensive pouch with all my accessories. He said, but you not use it. He said, me use it at night time. He said, you not use it. I say, okay, so me not use it and that give you right to take it. And we can't come to no agreement. Me draw out my receipt them and me show him my receipt. Them just see them on my radio and me buy the radio. On my radio. I could never get him to understand says my radio is me buy the radio. And he should have consulted me before taking my radio. His argument is that me and him my brother and me now use it. And that give him the right to take it. And most of them you come across as a mentality them have. You have a niece or a nephew. And when you realize then stop working. And somebody meet him and tell him, say, tell me something, man. You know a Uncle America. Yes, me a Uncle America. Then where you work for? Where are you a run down work or kill yourself? At work. And you are Uncle America. Why? That's the mentality that them have. That's the mentality. And you have to know the mentality of the people you're going to associate with. Otherwise, they kill you. They kill you and they think that they have done the right. And no matter how you go and talk to him and how you go and fix, you go and point, you go show him, it will never get into his head because those people, they're wired differently. They're wired differently. You're going to marry to a man, know the mentality of that man. You're going to marry to a woman, know the mentality of that woman. Know their mentality. Know their concept. Know what you're dealing with. That's the most and the foremost thing that you must know. Even before you find out if they're gay. If that's not your lifestyle and you want to know about it, most Jamaican, that's what they man look out for first. No. That's not the first thing you must look for. First thing you must look for is how that person's mind wired. How they think. How they process information. You live in a big yard and you are a cook. Why should he cook and you are a cook? You and him living in the same room, no share room. Why should he cook? Because you already a cook. You see? Why should he buy food? You already buy food. You see the mentality? So, don't just jump in a relationship and don't look at the people mentality, their mindset, how they're wired, and how they think. The Lord bless you real good. That is my little gem for today. Dr. James McBean signing out.